Hi guys, welcome to Court Queen's Breakdown. I'm guessing you guys pressed on the video because you wanted to see what happened in the game between the Indiana Fever and the Chicago Bulls. And that's exactly what you signed up for. Here are the things that happened. Enjoy. 1. Indiana Fever overcame major adversity. The Fever entered the game against Chicago missing their biggest star, Caitlin Clark, who had been sidelined since July 15 quad and groin injuries. On top of that, disaster struck during their previous game against Phoenix, when both Sydney Coulson, ACL tear, and Arie McDonald, broken foot, suffered season-ending injuries, leaving Indiana without a single healthy point guard. Despite these severe setbacks and back-to-back losses to Phoenix and Los Angeles, the team refused to make excuses, instead focusing on resilience, staying ready, and playing for their injured teammates. Coach Stephanie White adopted a by-committee approach. With no healthy point guards available and no ability to sign replacements due to the trade deadline, Coach Stephanie White had to improvise. She split ball handling duties among Kelsey Mitchell, Aaliyah Boston, and Sophie Cunningham, simplifying the playbook and leaning on a bigger lineup. While she acknowledged it wasn't an ideal situation, White emphasized versatility, trust, and the need for everyone to adapt their roles to keep the offense functioning. 3. Chicago sensed an opportunity, but misread the moment. With Indiana wounded, no Clark, no healthy point guards, and fresh off 2 tough losses, the Sky looked poised to finally flip a season series they'd been losing. Instead, the Fever met the challenge with grit and cohesion. Chicago tried to pressure Indiana's makeshift ball handlers, but the Fever's composure, physicality, and quick outlet decisions flipped that pressure into transition chances and confident half-court looks, setting the tone for a lopsided night. 4. Lexie Hull's severe shooting slump set the stage. Hull entered the Chicago game mired in the worst stretch of her pro career, just 2 for 25 from 3 over the previous 2 weeks, including a 1 for 11, 0 for 8 from 3 outing against Phoenix. The misses bred hesitation and overthinking, turning open looks into second guesses. Teammates and coaches kept faith, urging her to keep taking the right shots and trust the work, even as the slump weighed on her confidence. 5. Hull breaks the dam, and the game opens up. Early versus Chicago, Hull stepped into a rhythm 3 with Caitlin Clark cheering from the bench swish. That make unlocked her confidence. She hunted shots, cut decisively, and flowed within actions. She finished 4 for 6 from deep, 17 points, and a 22 plus-minus, turning a personal slump buster into a team momentum surge as teammates celebrated each bucket and kept finding her in stride. 6. Teammates rally around Hull. Confidence becomes contagious. Kelsey Mitchell, Aaliyah Boston, and Sophie Cunningham visibly lifted Hull, celebrating makes, hunting her in actions, and reinforcing keep shooting. Post-game, Mitchell noted their emotional talk after the Phoenix loss and vowed to count on Hull nightly. That belief translated on court. Screens set harder, extra passes found her, and the Fever's spacing and pace sharpened as Hull's confidence returned. 7. Kelsey Mitchell flips to floor general. Season-high table setting. Forced to play out of position, Mitchell rewired her scorer's instincts and ran the show, probing, collapsing the defense, and spraying passes. She logged a season-high 8 assists with just 1 turnover, while still picking her spots to score. Coach White and teammates praised her sacrifice and leadership, noting how her dual threat, drive and kick or pull-up, kept Chicago off balance all night. 8. Unselfish offense clicks, rolls flex, and shots flow. With simplified sets and a bigger lineup, Indiana leaned into drive and kick, quick swing sequences, and purposeful off-ball cuts. Mitchell's pacing created clean looks. Boston's interior gravity stabilized possessions. Cunningham spaced and attacked closeouts. The result? Better shot quality across the board, crisp ball movement, and a rhythm that made the Fever look comfortable without a traditional point guard. 9. Defense plus chemistry bury Chicago in a 22-point rout. Indiana's connected defense turned Sky mistakes into runouts, while poised half-court execution stacked clean looks. The Fever closed quarters with composure, won the transition battle, and sustained energy through rotations, capping a fourth straight win over Chicago with a 92-70 statement that reflected their togetherness as much as their shot-making. 10. Statement win signals real playoff bite for 2025 Fever. This wasn't just a shorthanded victory. It showcased a culture of resilience and sacrifice. Hull's slump-busting confidence, Mitchell's newfound playmaking gear, and Boston's steady anchor form a supporting cast that can win even without Caitlin Clark. Stack nights like this add Clark back healthy, and Indiana's connected, selfless identity projects beyond making the playoffs to making serious noise when they get there.